camera on my head properly. The weight of it falls down to one side a little bit. Righto, let's put the edge on now. This is what turns it into a nice rail. Oops. Right, get the nose part started. Amazing how quick this part comes up. The bottom half of the rail. Quite important. Probably more so than the top half because the edge not being too square. It's got to be tucked under, otherwise you have all sorts of problems. As I say, it comes up very quick from here. Now the next one I'm shaping is my Mal Easy Rider, which is for Phil down at Bingy, South Coast. So, and it's got a big decal on the bottom of Phil's. It's going to have a Frankenstein decal, bit of Ben Brown artwork done by Surf Decals. Ian from Surf Decals printed it out and done a bit of digital work on it. So it's going to have a full Frankenstein face on the bottom of the board. It's going to look unreal. So this edge is, bottom is nearly done. Now comes the bringing the top bit down. Okay, which is pretty quick. There we go. Don't take much to bring that down to here. It's a pretty soft rail. There we go, that's looking good. Now I do the tip of the tail. Same again, you do the tips and tail first and then blend the middle. So I go around here. Nice rail. Now a fuller rail can still be a good rail, it's just got to have the right curve in it. You don't want flat spots or things like that. The water's got to wrap around it nicely. There you go, so that part feels nice. Now I'm going to do this part, the last part. So I've done the top, I've done the bottom, I'm just going to do this edge here. And this comes up real quick. Okay? As you can see, it doesn't take much to get it to a nice 60-40 rail. See there? And I want this rail to be pretty full, because as I said, I want Jeff to get lots of waves and be able to paddle on lots of waves. This part here is all about the drive, so this part is good. That's the hold onto the wave, this is the flotation, and that's the forgivingness in the nose. I'll just check where it's at. It's not meant to be this template that I'm going to check it with, but I just want to see how full it is compared to it. Okay, it's going to be fuller, I know that, but see, that's roughly that shape. That's pretty good. So this is a bit fuller than this one again, okay, which is perfectly fine. But that looks good. And as you can see here, this flotation here is going to get Jeff lots of waves. Just let me go a little bit through here for a sec. Just making sure this blend is perfect. That looks good. Even though it's a board for a big guy, they're still just as important performance-wise as any side surfer. So you don't just make these big ugly fat things that don't work. Every board you do, you're trying to make it the best board they've ever had. Simple as that. So it's a bit of work, but now I've just got to compare these rails. But this, oh, feels bloody beautiful. Jeff is going to be so stoked. Now all I'm doing here is seeing where I can get this template on, okay, and then if it's the same on the other side, because I haven't got a template this big, it should be pretty well right. But if I have to take a touch off, like I do there, yep, a touch off the top, I'll do one pass with the sander. I do that because it's controlled and it's very full on with one pass. So So I'll do that again. I'll have a look at it. Yep, that looks good. That looks good. So I'll put that on here. Just put a bit of tape there so I know where it is. Now check this side. This is if you haven't got a template that's going to fit the rail. Now see how that now fits? The same position over there. The template's not big enough to do here, but if it's the same there and gradually goes thicker, it'll be the same in the middle. So that's just a little trick, so you're not making a million templates. Now, I'll look at this down the line. I'm happy with that rail. That looks beautiful. I'll look at the blend to the nose. That looks good. That looks good. I'll just take a little bit off the nose here. That looks good. A little bit off here. I'm happy with that. Okay, now it's really easy to go overboard when you're looking at boards. Okay, now this, I'm just going to blend this a little bit. Just going to blend this a touch where it's that feels good. That feels good. Now I'll just give one pass with this. And then I'll go the gauze. Ha ha ha. So I'm quite excited because I know Jeff very well and I know what he wants to do with his surfing, and I've been seeing what he has been riding and what's been giving him good joy and a lot of good results, and one of the things is flotation. It's simple as that. Flotation has been giving him great results, like all surfers, and he hasn't fallen into this going for too thin a board. A lot of surfers make that mistake, even skinny guys. Beautiful. Now I'll just tune the nose and then I'll gauze it. Really happy with this. I don't want the nose too thin. I don't want it to be something that gets damaged too easy. But I want it to look unreal. So there's a fine line. That looks beautiful. Now, I'm going to gauze the rail first. Because it's a big rail, I want to get it really nice. So I'm going to do a couple of more passes than I usually do. Yeah, I'm doing a couple of more passes than I'd usually do. Only because there's a lot of surface area. There's a lot of surface area on that rail, and I just want to make sure, like, that feels just amazing. A good rail starting to feel beautiful. Like that feeling of a rail when you wrap your hand round, when it's right, it's just magic. Really is. Now the next board I got to do is along the same lines of thickness. Which is for Phil in Benji, and this looks beautiful. I really... Now, let's get this bottom half of the rail done. This is the engine room of the shape. And oh, that edge is wrapped under nicely. Oh. Now this first part of the rail, very forgiving and soft to here. This part, I don't want any sort of hardness or edge. This is all water coming onto the board. But behind the middle, this is the edge. Combined with this double concave, that's what's going to provide a lot of speed. Now, I'll just do my soft gauze, my thin gauze, just the finishing gauze, one pass. So just let me get this down. This just gets rid of the big gauze marks. There. Now just got a little bit to get rid of on the nose here, and a slight little rise. That's it. Wasn't much. And bottom rail. There we go. Now just right size on this. Beautiful. That's it. So this is going to have one layer of 4, oh sorry, 2 layers of 4. Top and bottom. Righto. Righto, I'll be back.